Evening News. I'm Joel, and this is
Emil.
In breaking news straight from Santa Fe, New Mexico. A savage from the reservation in place over there was brought back here to London.
That's correct. He was brought back to be observed in his primal ways.
It is reported that he was discovered while Mr. Bernard Marks was on a quick vacation down there. While with his date for the day, he stumbled upon the savage and a quite dreadful-looking woman. Mr. Marks thought it was wise to bring him back here so that he may be observed.
Yes, he called the controller here in London, and the controller gave him the go-ahead.
Shockingly, the woman claimed to be the boy's mother. Yes, the hilarity ensued.
She stated that she had once belonged to our society and then got lost in New Mexico on a vacation, and that she had given birth to a child who grew up with savages but was taught the basic decencies by his mother.
And now, for the first time, he has come to see how regular people live and what society is really like.
That's all we have for now. More on this when new information becomes available.
More news on the savage.
As you all know, the savage has gained quite a standing here in London.
Along with his fame came the fame of Bernard Marks, a sort of guardian for the savage.
Bernard Marks has been showcasing the savage here in London and seeing how he fares here in society.
Surprisingly, though, he doesn't like the sweet and addicting holiday-inducing drug we all know and love, soma.
But the fat woman who claims to be his mother has been sitting in her bed and flying through her wildest dreams while on the drug.
Have you seen the savage with any ladies yet?
None, but I did see him with that girl I had last week, the one that Bernard Marks was with when they found him.
Ah, yes. I had her just yesterday. Very delightful. How many did you have last week?
I had about 8 or 9.
Oh, you've done better than me. I only had 5 last week. Hey! Hey you! Delta Minus over there. Yes, you! Who invited you to the screen? Go get me some soma.
Oh, Ford, some people just don't understand the caste system.
I know. You'd think they withheld a little too much oxygen from their blood surrogate.
It's a disgrace to our heavenly Ford.
In recent news, London has broken the record for the most Delta Plus twins produced from one factory. More on that later.
It has been reported that a Mr. Jones has been reprimanded for not having enough women.
You probably didn't spend enough time playing Find the Zipper sex game in the bushes during his prepubescent years.
You're probably right, Joel.
And that's all for today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Hello, and welcome to the Evening News. Tonight we have more information on the savage that has been living among us.
It is reported that the savage was apprehended after an episode at the hospital.
He caused a scene by crying over his mother's death, scaring the happy ice cream eating children in the room.
He then proceeded to disrupt the soma distribution process for the hospital employees.
He called for them to stop taking the drug and began to throw it out the window.
All the while crying, "Oh brave new world." The savage and his 2 cohorts, Bernard Marks and Mr. Himmeltz, were involved in the spectacle and also taken into custody.
I don't understand why he was so upset at death. It's a natural occurrence.
I know. Whenever I think about death, sweet, yummy ice cream comes to mind, and I just smile.
Bernard Marks and Mr. Himmeltz were sent away from the society where they could express themselves freely.
Yes, those 2 heretics. The savage then proceeded to run away, in a sense.
He was here, and now he's not, but no one really told him to leave, or stay for that matter.
As you might have heard or seen, he ran away to the hills many miles from London, where he lived a minimalistic, primitive, and quite entertaining lifestyle.
Yes, very entertaining indeed. He whipped himself and cried out in pain at all hours.
Many people have traveled to his dwelling to watch him partake in these acts.
This was all after Darwin Bonaparte produced an excellent film featuring the savage living out his rejected life.
Indeed, that film was very, very popular, and attracted much attention to the savage.
After a second and more concentrated claim to fame, the savage was found stiff and unresponsive, hanging in his house by the neck.
This is still being investigated, but there are no theories as to why he was found like this.
That's all the news we have. As always, have a good night.